Is the psoriasis coming? Has it gotten any better?
Oh, it's not good, Doc.
Skin conditions can be manifestations of deeper issues. Excuse me?
I am mad at you.
What happened?
Frank pulled out his gun. Somebody dropped the N-bomb. I don't remember where that came from, but it was messy.
And that all happened over the dishes.
Yes. You're in the hot seat until you resolve this.
Resolve this.
Who's going to do the dishes? Hey, assholes, get in here.
I ain't doing these goddamn dishes. I don't trust the shrink. They screw with your head.
Arguments do not have winners.
Yeah, well, actually, this argument is more about determining who the loser will be.
Well, it's gonna be you or Frank or Charlie, because Dennis and I cooked.
The food was mush.
The food was divine.
I traveled all the way to this exotic merchant in search of this rare fowl.
And you bought pheasant.
Okay, this is all, a little bit unorthodox. I believe I can help you with this.
You see, I have a background in academic psych myself, from an Ivy League college, no less, not this LaSalle. Use me as a resource. Think of me as a colleague. Now, I was thinking we could start with a few one-on-ones,
Can I go first?
Mac, I'll be the one to determine who goes first.
You seem very on edge.
Yeah, you're goddamn right I'm on edge. I hosted the shit out of that party. I feel like they don't even understand me, and we're not even...
Mark's weight loss has been remarkable, man.
We're like the best friends in the whole goddamn world, and goddamn them for making me think otherwise.
Do you often feel strong emotion felt in quick succession?
Oh, yeah, and not just my emotion.
How much weight are we talking about?
I gained and lost 60 pounds in 3 months.
That's almost impossible.
Through God, all things are possible, so jot that down.
You're not that guy anymore.
Don't you think I know that? And I'm starting to think that I'll never become that monster again. I was as big as a skyscraper, and now I'm as tiny as a postage stamp. You leave this pen here and people are supposed to think, wait, that looks like a dick.
Have you ever heard of the term body dysmorphia? Body dysmorphia is when you see a distorted version of yourself that no one perceives but you. Talking through the issues may be the best way for you to address your mood swings and body issues.
So if we talk about it, then you think that I'll get most bigger from talking. I just do not get the whole woman doctor thing. But then when you start talking about God, I realize that you're one of the smart ones.
Will you put the pen down?
Hello. Now, you are going to want to strap in for this next one.
Fine, I'll do the dishes! You're just gonna make me do them anyway!
What's Charlie work? Fill me in.
All right. Like basement stuff, cleaning urinals, blood stuff.
And you dislike it?
Well, no, I mean, at its core, I love it. Love being naked, in the sewer. Bleach smells good, tastes good, Probably even weirder than someone from Saturn.
Why do you think you're weird?
Would it be weird if you survived an abortion? Would it be weird if, you shared a bed with a man who may or may not be your father?
Being comfortable in your own skin is never a bad thing. Given your non-traditional life choices, you are surprisingly well adjusted.
I'll adjust to that, and...
I feel like you're mirroring my words, but you're not exactly understanding them.
Go!
You've had a dead pigeon in your jacket this whole time.
He was alive at one point. I think I might have hugged him a little too hard. We'll make an adjustment to it, and we'll make a tradition out of it.
Charlie, man. Mark is just an animal, man.
I ain't talking about nothing. This skull is Fort Knox. I opened up to a therapist just once.
What happened?
I was a kid. The doctor asked me question after question. Got me so scrambled up. You know what a nitwit school is?
I assume you mean a school for the mentally disabled.
Yeah, my roommate was a frog kid. You ever see a frog kid?
Frog kid?
All the rooms had drains in the floors so they could hose us down. Got my first kiss there.
What?
It was terrible. But not her. She was an angel. She had no lips. But her mouth was still very much in play. She died 2 weeks later. She thought she was a spaceman with a plastic bag for a helmet. He unzipped me. It's all coming back. I don't like it. I don't like to think about it. He unzipped me. Ow, ow.
He unzipped me. Plastic bag for a helmet. Okay.
I'm a big fan of your work. Broke them all down.
It's not about breaking, it's about helping them.
It's like the thrill of being near the executioner's switch. Knowing that at any moment, you could throw it. Who would you like to discuss first?
How about you?
I
I've long maintained psychological dossiers on every single one of those raving lunatics in your waiting room right now. I'd rather start with Mac.
I'm not at liberty to discuss another patient.
It's something that you picked up on almost immediately, which is his reverse body dysmorphia. A well-placed pen can have quite an effect on a man like him. I bet he tried to suck on this. Did he? He's always sucking on the pens in our apartment. I'm always having to hide them.
Why are some of these pages written in crayon?
My file on D was started in the 2nd grade.
Tell me about these size pills you're giving Mac.
The guy was gross. It was disgusting. He was fat as shit. He smelled like shit. He sounded like shit. Giving a man medicine for his disease. Wherever did I get that idea?
What are you writing?
It's a nice one though.
You like it?
That's Dennis for you, man.
Were you or were you not the first choice for the female lead in The Notebook?
Yes. I graciously handed it to Rachel McAdams, and she did a fine job with the film. I'm secure enough to admit that. What do you want to hear, Doc? Huh? That I had cigarettes put out on me when I was a kid?
You're speaking right now with a Brooklyn accent,
It's
and
Boston.
yet you're not.
It was a Boston accent.
The accent
Goodwill
was
Hunting.
clearly from.
A Sweet D Hunting.
It was from Good Will Hunting. How did you enjoy it?
I'd rather talk movies with you, dog.
I would have done a better job without Ryan Gosling.
I've never seen you act.
I've been lying the whole time. Oh,
Good, you admitted it.
that was acting. So, you are. I'm good. Did you think that was good? Tell me I'm good. Tell me it was good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm good. Thank you. Is it that hard?
You made it, right?
Dennis, there was another twin in your mother's womb. You and Deandra devoured him before he could be born.
Sounds like them. It sounds like them.
Would have been Bruce's kid anyway, Frank. Jesus Christ. I can't take much more of this shit.
Get up on my shoulders. That's even better because then I need more weight on my back.
Mark is a spaz,
If you want
yeah?
to get big, take a size pill.
The therapist implied that God wanted me to have bovine hormones, and I think she's gonna get them for me.
Do what you want to do in life, you know? And know that there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, what I want to do? Well,
And of course, I'll come back at you with everything that I have.
what do you...
With everything that I have.
Get him, Fadali! Get him!
How's that? Huh? You having a white Christmas?
Dishes!
What?
Dishes.
So you want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
Dishes.
You are a severely dysfunctional dude.
Dishes.
Gee, do the dishes.
Goddamn dirty bitch. Oh, I got an idea. I'll do the dishes, okay? Oh, there's a
That's a good metaphor for therapy, yeah? Because you hear people talk about therapy and their experience with therapy, and they talk about how they went to therapy to address a certain issue. But then what usually happens is the therapist starts talking to you. You start going into your childhood, and you bring up things that you thought were dead and buried. You think things that you stopped thinking about, that you compartmentalized. Now the therapist is making you think about this, and in your mind you're like, I just want to know why my marriage is falling apart. I'm not here so you can talk to me about something that happened in my childhood. You hear that complaint a lot with people who criticize therapy. It's like, I'm not here to talk about that stuff. Like what happened with Frank here. Frank, you know, like revisited like old dead and buried trauma, and he had a meltdown, man. It's like, you unzipped me, man. I didn't come here for that. Like, I came for help, and now you're telling me to think about this traumatic stuff that happened to me, and now it's fresh in my mind again. I was better off not thinking about it, you know, instead of telling me why my wife is not talking to me. Some kind of thing like that, yeah?
You screwed me, you bitch! There's the dishes! Oh, really nice and clean! Good idea!
The fact that D has a therapist is insane to me in the first place. Only a reason that D would have a therapist is if it's court ordered or something. That poor woman, man. Another person who's been roped into their nonsense, man. I'm sure we'll see her again. A therapist is a good character to play off of, especially when you're dealing with such psychotic, mentally unstable, erratic, all over the place, chaotic characters like these guys, man. Throwing in an expert opinion in the form of a therapist or a psychologist or something is funny. They're often doing illegal things, so throwing in a lawyer character is funny. A therapist character is perfect. Perfect. Also, I really miss Charlie's mom and Mark's mom, man. I hope we see them soon. I miss those characters. And who else? Who else do I want to see again? And Mark's dad. Last we saw him, he was chilling on the beach after escaping these guys, man. So hopefully he makes a comeback. I miss him too, man. The McPoyles, we saw them in the last episode. It was good, man. Season 8 so far, solid as fuck, man. See you guys in the next episode. That was episode 5. Okay.